be prepared for anything.
Is there anything you're excited maybe might be one of our things tonight with the mystery?
Well, the old Groner of Triforce Hunt would be nice, but it is not that. But given the keys here, it is retro. So, and there is a map shuffle, at least because we are not getting dungeon information. So that's already an interesting start here, and clearly it's open mode, given that we had the choice of where to start. So that's several things we know already.
Get a look at that tree pull there.
Interesting.
No information on the dungeons there.
Interesting, though, that they both decided to make straight for Uncle. Uncle does his Janis Joplin impersonation and gives another little piece of my heart.
Some cash, and we're seeing a restart on both sides.
Yeah, well, with that kind of money, you definitely want to go to CAC. Oh, what? Oh, except that DJ started in the wrong place.
Yeah, early on, CAC's always a great start. There's so many things open to you.
Now, the other thing about, like, not knowing what dungeons are pendants and crystals is that we don't even know what the goal is. And I always like seeing a PED goal just because you've done 4 crystals, you're feeling pretty good, then you realize the goal is PED. But, yeah, so that makes things even more complicated because, you know, oh, there's a big key. Okay, so this is full key sanity, if there's a big key outside of a dungeon.
You hate to see that. That's going to definitely be sitting on the mind of our runners, wondering if they're going to need to grab that.
Right. Ooh, DW looks like he's having some connection problems, but he's back with us.
Ooh, and a nice bomb drop there.
JP, this is friendly weights. Entrance is not a possibility. Yeah, so you can see that it says friendly in parentheses, which means, you know, we try to go easy on the possibilities for mystery settings, and one of the things is that entrance is not an allowed setting. Another interesting thing, though, is that we have, I think, a 30% chance, or maybe even a 33% chance of beatable only. So that's always interesting when you see, like, boots in the library or something, and you know it's beatable only.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get a look on DJ's side at what's hanging out down here in CAC.
Oh, that's what JP was going for, right, because one of the quirks of retro is that you have these take anyone you want caves with a potion and a heart container. You also have a it's dangerous to go alone, take this cave with a sword. So that's why he was going into those.
Speaking of a sword. Ooh, and a moon pearl. Not bad, Blind's Hut there.
Yeah. DJ's palette shuffle there. Okay, boots aren't on library. And we can get whatever is. But yeah, DJ's palette shuffle, for a moment I was thinking, wait a minute, is he playing in black and white?
That's funny, you said that. I thought it was in black and white for a second, too.
So while we're on the subject of mystery, I want to try out one of these little prediction things they gave us. So hang tight and we'll get one in chat shortly. Meanwhile, we are getting, Chicken Hut and DJ's, I guess, trying to farm some bombs in here. Definitely no shortage of money this seed.
I'm interested to see what's up on the library ledge. Not too often you can start out right away and grab that.
And there's your prediction. Since this is mystery, I thought we'd just let people try to predict the goal of the game. And wow, yeah, those early boosts were nice for library.
Indeed, that's going to render all those darkroom strats people work on useless for now.
So 329th, what do you think of the goal prediction I just put out there? Do you think it's going to be a 7 crystal requirement, or do you think we're going to see something less than that?
I mean, I'd obviously like to sit down for a nice long time, enjoy a good race, so I would love to see a 7 crystal requirement, but I have a feeling we're in for something different.
Yeah, and, we're not going to find out until they get Dark World access and can check the pyramid. So yeah, it could be a bit. Oh, and DJ's having connection issues again. And JP finds another Take Any Cave.
Might be a subtle advantage in his favor there. He's grabbed quite a few more heart containers, as DJ hasn't gone into any of those Take Any Cave checks.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of runners just aren't used to retro, so very heads up on JP's part to remember that weird quirk of retro.
He had us fooled. We were thinking he was thinking it was a different mode, but sure enough, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, now the interesting thing will be to see if that It's Dangerous to Go Alone cave shows up and suddenly get a sword upgrade, because a sword is taken out of the regular pool for that upgrade. Speaking of difficulty things, though, I believe there's a 20% chance of hard item pool, and we won't know that either until green 20s start popping up.
Not too much in the mini Moldorm cave there.
Oh, JP didn't want another heart container. You're only at 5. Okay, there he goes.
I think it's definitely a good pickup early on.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's why I was surprised it looked like he was turning it down.
We're gonna get an early ice rod cave check, though. Oh, and a mirror up there on the desert ledge.
Yeah, so that means mirror is hard-locked by book because you can't mirror to mirror. It could also indicate, you know, if desert winds up not being necessary and this is beatable only, it could mean that the mirror is mirror-locked. So we'll find out as the seed progresses.
A little sequence breaking here on DJ's side. Taking advantage of that Moon Pearl to go ahead and check what's in Waterfall Cave. And you see our first big key, and it's going to be to Misery Mire.
That's kind of a nice one to get. See what the fairy gives us in our bottle. Oh, Blue Goo, wow, that is a really nice prize.
He was 1 rupee shy of going over to check Zora.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just try to farm up that rupee. And DJ's showing us another unusual feature here of Retro. You have to buy the arrow at a store. So even if you find the bow, you can't use it until you've bought the arrows for 80 rupees. And once you do find the bow, arrows cost you 10 rupees apiece. They are not cheap like they are in the original.
It's another reason you're happy to see so much money early on.
Yeah, and another reason you don't necessarily do Zora right off the bat, even if you have the money. Well, I don't think key logic for escape applies when you have Retro. In fact, there's no small key logic whatsoever in Retro because you may have noticed in that shop where DJ bought the arrows that there were also keys on sale for 100 rupees, so the game just assumes that if you don't have keys, you can farm some rupees and buy them.
There is that bow hiding down there in the front of a skate.
Yeah, now that's interesting. We haven't seen like a big key to Eastern, so we still can't do Eastern. And also, speaking of doing dungeons, there's, I think, I want to say a 40% chance of some sort of boss shuffle.
Now, interesting over here on JP's side, he's actually going to go farming. And he's going to take a look to see what the big fish has for us.
Not unreasonable, really. Though a bit tough with Fighter Sword.
Just 1 shy.
There we go. And DJ is taking that lamp into the back of Escape.
Yeah, too often you see stuff important down here in the Dark Cross or the back of Escape, so good to see him going in early, checking that out. And just a big scam from the Don Mafia Fishman over here.
But interesting, you don't see runners like running out of Zora very often. I wonder where JP's planning on going.
And I did see a green 20 in the Dark Cross.
So this could be hard item mode. Though this early on, well, we have the bow, so If it is hard item mode, then that was either the silvers or the... Oh, and hey, all those checks were in logic for all that because we just saw the flippers in the back of Escape. But yeah, a green 20 could be an armor upgrade, it could be the silvers. I'm not sure if Retro, even in normal mode, has things that turn into green 20s. I know normal arrow drops turn into red 20s in Retro.
Well, DJ making the way over to Sahasrala's closet. Definitely a good dense check location considering everything we've already seen.
Yeah, we're kind of running out of checks since we don't have a glove or the flute or...
Oh, and a green pen at Swamp Palace.
Okay, so that was a blue mail. This is not hard item pool. So it must be something about Retro that would give us that green 20, and I don't remember the details of Retro well enough. Oh yeah, it could be heart containers. I'm not sure how the game pads the heart containers that are removed from the pool to be put in those Take Any caves. And speaking of which, DJ is still on 3 hearts because we haven't really seen much by way of health outside of those Take Any caves.
Yeah, it's something that's going to start out early on. You might forget about it, but as we get further into the game, I wonder if that's going to play a factor. It's making a considerable difference right now if you just look at the health count on both sides.
Yeah, and DJ hasn't gone back to Sick Kid to get his blue mail because that's obviously a huge help if you're still on 3 hearts, but he hasn't gotten it yet. So is there anything else we have to check after this, or have we seen everything?
Trying to think of what else flippers might have... I didn't get a look at what was on the ledge, waterfall ledge.
Just some money. Yeah, and JP did go and check Hobo.
Yeah, he's yet to grab his flippers, so he doesn't know that all that's in logic, but it's gonna kind of bring us up even by the time he gets over there. Thinking you're gonna have to find a flute or a mitt pretty soon.
And we still don't have the big key, so we have to skip that big chest, which really means that the vanilla big key chest is the only thing left. It's got to have something. And Captain MD13, our tracker, is reminding us that that there was a 50-50 chance of hints, but looks like hints are not on because that was a troll hint and didn't appear in green.
All right, what is it? Ooh, some money. So what are we overlooking here, Grossi?
I'm puzzled. I mean, you know what it could be? It could be an Agaseed, and we have to find the cave that has that second sword. That's all I can think of at this point.
Yeah, that would be rough on DJ's side as he hasn't been kind of inspecting any of those cave, take any cave possibilities. So JP may be a little more aware of what's left available.
That's really crazy. Not that I've seen that many retro seeds, but I can't remember seeing a retro seed that was an AGA seed, and AGA access was mandatory through a Take Any cave.
I was going to ask you when we were talking about the Take Any's if that's in the logic, or if that's kind of like on top of it, if the game is expecting you to go ahead and do that.
Well, I think we have our answer, because I think that's the only progression here.
Well, if that's the case, it makes that big key on Lumberjack Ledge much less intimidating. I already have boots. I'm more than likely going to have to do AGA.
Yeah, this is... Wow. Oh, and I didn't even notice that Lake Hylia Island was another green 20.
And as we thought, DJ is making up some of those checks that he didn't do earlier, while JP goes ahead and does the front of escape. I also see chat pointing out that DJ may not know it's retro, and that's something we've noticed. He hasn't gone into any of those extra caves.
Well, he went and bought arrows, so he knows it's retro. The question is, does he know the nuances of retro in terms of those Take Any caves and the It's Dangerous to Go Alone cave? But yeah, this front of escape is JP's last location, and I'm sure he can figure it out. DJ, I'm not sure if he has anything besides Zora, or if this is going to be his last location. He still needs 85 rupees, though. I wonder if we're going to see DJ farm rupees to go to Zora. Yeah, looks like he's making for the desert, and there's that 50 rupee underground thing.
I don't know if we saw DJ go over to Agina's cave either.
You're right, I don't think we have. He doesn't know about that mirror on Desert Ledge. Oh, he's not even gonna farm the rupees while he's going through. It's also down to 1 heart. Better watch out for those jazz hands, guys. So, as best I can tell, JP's exhausted everything. He's gonna buy his arrows here. So he must know that he's looking for a sword. And now we're just gonna see him check every entrance that you normally never see players check in a non-entrance rando.
And DJ farming up money there.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised he's doing it here rather than, like, that cave that has 50 that he went right by. Oh, right, no
do you
glove.
need a lift upgrade
Shoot.
for that? Yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh my. Ah. I'm just not used to them having so few items.
Yeah, no, I feel for DJ right now because I would have never thought to look and grab the sword for those take one caves. That's some crazy logic.
Yeah, it really is. And JP, good on him for remembering where all these crazy entrances are. And at least since we don't have the glove, we don't have to worry about anything that's, under a rock, though there is, like, that bonkable cave just northwest of Link's house, which is, a totally crazy one that people don't necessarily think of, and we have the boots. Are you thinking of a hula hand, JP? You can't do that with the flippers.
Yes, this has turned into a game of where's my sword?
Yeah. Maybe JP's forgotten about that bonkable cave northwest of Link's house, but he plays enough entrance rando, he should know that. Ah, here we go.
Wow.
Wow. That's cruel. That is exceptionally cruel, and I really feel for DJ because I have no idea, like, if he's going to be able to put this all together the way JP just did.
I don't think I've ever been in that cave in my life playing this game. That's a rough placement for sure. But good on JP.
If you play entrance rando, you know it's there. But yeah, you have to be an entrance rando player because otherwise it just never comes up. This also means that as soon as we get through Aga, we will find out our goal and be able to resolve that prediction challenge. Which has almost 20,000 channel points in the pool. Got our fire shield there in the dark maze.
I'm pulling for DJ. I really want to see him go ahead and find this. It's a shame because it's right under your nose. You'd never think, but it's just right next to you.
Yeah, because even if you know the rules for retro, you have to know where all the spots to check are. Now, where's he going? Ooh, JP needs to start watching his health. No, you need the cape. The Cane of Burner won't get you through that barrier, DJ.
Certainly can appreciate the creativity.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fresh out of ideas, it makes sense to try anything. Meanwhile, how many blue balls do we think Aga will have today?
I don't know, Drosy, what's your guess on this? I see a 4 down in chat.
I'm feeling kind of like an average 3. What do you think?
I based on this seed, I'm thinking a little higher. I'm gonna side with some 5.
Ugh. And then the seed's gotta be 15, and then we can all brag that we saw a seed that had 15 blue balls. I think the highest I've seen in person has been like 11.
I don't know that I've ever seen more than 7. Maybe 9.
Well, that rules out anything higher than 11. But otherwise not too friendly. Oh, and DJ has unfortunately forfeited as he's now in chat.
Well, there's your 3.
Yeah, not looking too good there.
4. Hangs in the balance. Oh, there's 5.
There's your 5, and we're not going to see more than 7, so we're getting close. Nice job. And congrats also to TJ Jall. Okay, that is all 7 crystals, so we will... Oh, and a hook shot on the ledge. We will resolve that pull now. So we're actually trying to pull up Cool Papa Bell. He's one of the other 2 runners. Everyone else is still going.
So we've got all 7 crystals, but not armed with too much more information than that. As far as where to look for, where to look towards next. What do you think? Where might be heading, Rossi?
Probably Village of Outcasts area. Or I guess also into Skull Woods. I mean, part of the problem is, like, we still can't clear any dungeons.
Yeah, we have some good movement equipment, but we're missing very important stuff.
Yeah, the only big key we've found is Meyer, so... if we had Death Mountain access, we could Herapot and do Hera that way. We can't get to the back of Skull Woods without the Fire Rod.
There's another big key.
Oh, pod big key. We don't have the hammer, so we can't finish pod, but that certainly puts everything but in logic. Okay, so Thieves Town is one of our 5-6 crystals.
Well, it makes sense to go ahead, check Village of Outcasts, and clean up Thieves Town while you're over here, too.
Or at least the front of Thieves Town, since we don't have that big key. Yeah, where the heck is our progression? It took us that long to get to the Dark World. Cool Papa Bell is clearly also trying to figure out his options. JP waiting for the wall. He's really been taking the Wallmaster Express here.
Well, when you're short a mirror.
Oh, Dancer Chat. I think that was Pendant Skull Woods. It was just hard to see because JP's icon was right on top of Skull Woods at the same time. You didn't happen to catch it 329th, did you?
No, I had the same problem. All I saw was the Dragonite.
Okay, Cool Papa Bell's got the idea for checking caves now, since he's finding Take Any's. Now he just has to remember about those bonk rocks northwest of Link's house. I know he's done some entrance rando, so if he thinks about it, he should remember.
So far, just a lot of health. We had a full container and then a piece of heart.
I mean, we can continue all the way around and get to Hype Cave, so we'll certainly have enough more checks. Let's send good thoughts to Cool Papa Bell, though, to remember those bonk rocks. Okay, so not much in the front of Thieves Town, though the keys were nice to get. Yeah, so regarding the entrance rando remark, I'm just saying that if you play entrance rando, you know where all these weird entrances that otherwise don't get used are, and then you can think to check them for the Take Any caves.
Ooh, there you go.
Wow.
Got our first lift upgrade.
And given how much money you need in Retro, that's important because Houlihan is now back in Logic. Or I should say back accessible. And JP's gonna get some money at archery game. Good idea. Oh, and we see that desert is also a pendant. So if this is beatable only and we're locked out of desert, that's just how it is.
Well, we also know that the green pendant is Swamp Palace, so that pushes towards that possibly not needing mirror situation.
Right. Yeah, it is an interesting combination. And that's another green 20. I wish I knew Retro well enough to know what causes green 20s here. You already... Oh no, that wasn't Sick Kid. So, Glove puts Death Mountain in Logic, and with that hook shot we can get over to East Side, though we can't get up to Tower of Hera without either the hammer or the mirror. Okay, so we don't have a Skull Woods map, so we don't know what that is, but we did see that Mire is a regular crystal.
Getting a check of Hype Cave. Well, so that book is going to give us desert access.
Yeah, and it'll give us the mirror. Of course, we can't beat desert since we don't have the big key for that, but, you know, we do have access to all the checks in front of desert. Gotta find out our other 5, 6 here. Pod. But yeah, where are all the big keys? We've only seen a couple.
Well, as you mentioned, we do have a lot of checks up on East Death Mountain.
Yeah, this is just so unlike any other seed I've ever seen. Oh yeah, right, we have that big key in Lumberjack that JP's about to grab. Oh, don't you wish you'd gotten that sooner? And remember, until we get either Hammer or Mitts, Hyrule Castle portal is our only Dark World access, so we have to go all the way back there and all the way around to actually do Thieves Town. Oh, and we're gonna check Ped. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, no, I was gonna say, I might be missing a piece of the puzzle, but I'd grab that mirror and take that up and go up through to see what Hera... I mean, you have access to that whole area now.
Okay, just a compass on Ped. And
cool.
Yay, cool
Yay.
Papa! Oh boy, that can't feel good. He's telling us how he feels.
More than warranted behavior there.
And yes, given how tough it's going to be to get back to Thieves Town, this totally makes sense. Go through desert, you know at a minimum you're going to get the mirror, and that'll give you full Light Death Mountain access, and, you know, hope that somewhere in there the Hammer or the Mitch show up and you don't have to take the long way back to Thieves Town.
For sure, I really like this play. Cool Papa Bell about to take his frustrations out on Aghanim.
Yeah, and he doesn't even know he's got 5 blue balls in store for him.
I'm sure after that sword search, he will not be surprised by it. Oh, and a big key for Eastern.
Yeah, that means we can finish Eastern. And since we know where 2 of our pendants are, chances are Eastern's going to be a crystal.
Half magic, never a bad find.
Was that the boomerang on the torch there?
Yeah, blue boomerang. And if nothing else, rewarded with that mirror. Definitely gonna be happy to pick that up.
And while we're climbing Death Mountain here, let's get another little prediction going of whether we'll find that hammer or those myths first.
What do you think,
You want to
Drosky?
guess something? I'm feeling hammer. There's just too much that hammer's locking, like Pod and that one chest in Thieves Town when we do the back.
Well, I'll take the other side of the coin then, of course. I'll hold out for the myth pull.
The difference is you can bet on it, I can't. It would be kind of conflict of interest if they, let mods bet on polls we created.
Oh, I don't like to bet whenever I'm doing comms.
Old Man gives us yet another green 20. I wonder if green 20s are replacing arrows then. I thought it was red 20s replaced arrows, but maybe not. Get your guesses in. The poll closes in 30 seconds.
Team Titans myths, come on.
I didn't actually see what that second thing was.
I was just about to ask you. My screen froze there for a second. I just saw 2 empty chests.
The first one was a 50.
Okay.
There's
big keeper ice. There's another
tempered.
sword. And over on Cool Papa Bell's side, that's Dark World Access as Aghanim is down.
And we didn't mention this before, but given that there's no hole on top of the pyramid, this is defeat Ganon, not fast Ganon. So we have to go back down Death Mountain because we don't have the hammer to go across, so we'll have to hookshot back across, climb the west side.
He does have the old man spawn point.
Yeah, I realized as soon as I said that, but that's what he's doing.
Yeah, when he went east in the beginning, I started to think that's actually some nice routing because you just save quit and jump back over here.
So there was a last-minute influx of voting for myths, I noticed.
Team Titans, Mitstrosky, that's what I'm telling you.
You mean like that?
Yes, just like that. We're getting t-shirts made as we speak.
Oh, okay.
It's like he's got wings, Dragonite, the way he floats over there.
And we can grab another key off of Spec Rock.
He's also got that tablet check at the top, too.
Right. Keep forgetting that we have the book now. Now, only the first 3 checks in Hera are in logic. That includes Hera Basement, because we don't have the big key, so logic thinks we can't go upstairs. It doesn't know about Herapot. And Cool Papa Bell's gonna find his whole lot of nothing here in Skull Woods.
He's in the right area, though. He's gonna make his way into Village of Outcasts. Hopefully soon. Grab those mitts. That's gonna open up a lot for him.
So if you don't get anything upstairs in Hera, which is out of logic anyway, do you take a coffee break and hope that, like, Hammer or Mitts is in that one chest in the bottom?
I tend to like to play safer, so I would say yes. I'd say you're already up here. The seeds put some stuff in some terrible places as it is. It would be a shame to take a gamble, go everywhere else, and find out you were right under where you had to be.
Oh, right, that was the one useful thing we got out of Skull Woods, the pod big key.
Ooh, we have
And we
the Helmasaur King.
Oh! He almost kind of clipped into the jump down there, but yeah, so this is Boss Shuffle. At 51 minutes, we're seeing our first boss of the game, and it's out of logic.
I just thought
so
Moldor put on a little weight.
I believe it was a 10% chance of simple boss shuffle, 10% chance of full boss shuffle, and 20% chance of chaos boss shuffle. So we really have no idea how many of any boss we're going to see here. Gotta be careful. You need 2 more bombs, and he is not holding very many, and I don't think that hit. So JP cannot afford to miss here. That one, I think, hit. Fortunately, he does have Tempered, so if he can get that mask off, he can take down Helma pretty easily. Just don't fall. There we go.
Very nice. A true game of chess there.
And we have our first boss down at 53 minutes. Cool Papa Bell is taking... Cool Papa Bell's taking the Death Warp. I was wondering if he'd run out or just take the Death Warp. Not sure which is faster when you're on, like, 9 full hearts. Oh no, he had a fairy. I think running out would have been faster.
I'm gonna say, now we know which one would have been faster. It's a shame, too, because the Thieves' Town Big Key is available.
Yeah, but we don't have that mirror, and so there's no good way to get there. And we can't get the mirror until we go around to Hype Cave to get the book.
Oh, and he didn't have gloves, so wouldn't have been able to finish it anyway. Now he has glove. Ooh, and that coffee break, while a nice improvement in defense, does not pay out.
So back we go to Aga Portal, our only way to the Dark World. And I guess while you're here, you do pod. No. Okay, shows what I know. We're doing catfish.
See, I think JP's thinking this seed hates me. What can I do to try to outsmart it, trying to outsmart me? Because I thought he was heading right over to pod myself.
And Cool Papa Bell is raising some money, as we saw JP do when he came through here. Fun fact, if you move down the line and hit the same target 5 times in a row, the 5th hit will give you 99 rupees instead of 64.
French vanilla?
After a fashion, yes. Of course, without those mitts, we don't know what medallions we will or won't need.
You could say it's a flip of the coin.
Okay, so I guess we are totally ignoring pod for the moment, and well, we have the mirror now, so we can do Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb while we're here.
I mean, I like this play. Even if it turns up nothing, he's thinking, you know, everything's been in such obscure locations so far. Why take my chances?
Yeah, and so easy to orphan this area, too. Okay, and Cool Papa Bell makes it to Hype Cave, so he will get his book here. We didn't see the beginning of his game. I'm assuming since he did everything that he saw where the mirror is and he'll go get it.
And that's Bombos up there on the Graveyard Ledge, so like you said, we don't know what's required yet, so that may be a pretty good pull on JP's part. Time will tell.
And yes, unfortunately, as our tracker is noting, there is no room for the net on the Key Sanity tracker. So yes, it looks like Cool Papa Bell does know where that mirror is, and he's going for it.
I think I see in chat mitts to be vanilla. Better hope not, because we still don't have a hammer.
Yeah.
It would be a real shame if JP goes in here and those mitts are sitting hammer locked.
Fortunately, we don't have to worry about key logic here. Oh yes, and since it is boss shuffle, JP remembered that you can just go straight to the boss. You don't have to rescue Blind Dead or bomb the ceiling or anything.
Nicely done on JP's side. That's Argus down. It's going to be another crystal grabbed at just under an hour. 59 minutes and 7 seconds.
Honestly, given how horrible this seed is, 2 crystals before the hour mark is pretty good.
Yeah, and JP doesn't know that he had that big brain play to grab that Master Sword. We've seen some other runners have some trouble figuring out where that was, so he's making good progress on pretty garbage placements.
So we do have 2 more checks we can do here in the back of Thieves Town. We have the attic and we have Blind Cell.
Cool Papa also showing no love to the boomerang.
And it was the best boomerang, too.
I think the red boomerang needs to get more love. I'm just saying.
So that's more junk here in Thieves Town. I mean, I guess we do have the first 2 checks in Swamp if we really want to, and we have Bombos. We can continue south from here. And Cave 45 for that matter.
No, we saw Hobo. Hobo had, I think it was just some money? It might have been a piece of heart.
It was junk one way or the other.
Yeah, remember, we have access to... Did you just say the Bombos tablet? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said if he goes south from here, we have Bombos Tablet, Cave 45, and the first 2 checks of Swamp. And other than that, I think Pod's the play.
Chat certainly thinks so.
Yeah, we couldn't get French Vanilla Titansmith, so it's gotta be a Vanilla Hammer, right?
Just some more money. Also, keep in mind, we have yet to see either the Ice Rod or the Fire Rod. And the way things are shaping up, Turtle Rock's probably going to be a crystal. We don't know for sure yet, but something else to keep an eye on.
Yeah, there are 4 dungeons we still don't know, and 3 of them are crystals.
Almost simultaneous tablet checks.
And equal junk on both.
I was going to say an almost simultaneous disappointment.
Oh yeah, we have that Eastern Big Key, so we could also finish Eastern. And, you know, combine it with Pod since we have the mirror.
But it looks like we're going to get that swamp check first. Yes, the value of Pod just keeps going up.
I believe JP did the bomb setup for Harapot, so we didn't see the boot setup, which Cool Papa Bell is doing. The boot setup is basically, you try long enough, you'll get it eventually.
It's always nice to see different strats implemented by the different runners. Oh, and another big key hiding. Big key to Skull Woods.
And that's as far as we can go into Swamp without the hammer. Okay, JP, please tell me you're doing Pod and you're not going to circle all the way over to Skull Woods just to open the big chest.
Hey, you don't know what's on the moth. Or whoever's standing in for the moth.
Well, we still can't get there without the Fire Rod. I mean, I guess you could hope for a vanilla Fire Rod. Okay.
That's what I get for
Papa,
pointing it out a second ago.
You gotta watch your bomb count now because... Okay, I think that hit. So you have 6 bombs and need to get 3 more hits. Ooh!
And that's going to reset that bomb count. I would
Yeah,
think.
so now he has 6 bombs and needs 5 hits with it. That one did not hit. Now you can't miss.
Not a
He's
bad
doing the
strat holding
kamikaze
it.
method.
Yeah.
It's working. He's got enough health with the blue mail and all. There we
you
go. Just don't fall. Oh, and he went straight up the left side, so he didn't get his tempered sword out of Paradox Cave, so this is going to be a longer fight for him.
That's all
Oh,
right.
he got
Takes
it.
it down. With that yellow and red color scheme, I keep wanting to call him the McHelmosaur, but
Okay, Cool Papa Bell gets his first crystal at 106.
Captain, is that hungry comment for the McHelmosaur comment? Unfortunately, just a map and the big chest, but we'll see what's hiding on the Armos Knights, as well as get some information about what is actually in this dungeon. You'd love to pull a crystal off these guys.
Yeah, and the odds favor it. Well, good thing we found that bombos, right?
See, he knew what he was doing when he went up to Graveyard Ledge. Keeping him well contained too. Very nice job over here on JP's side. That's 2 out of 3.
Almost got the quick kill.
We're 3 for 3. And is it a crystal or is it a pendant? Ooh, the flute. Oh no, there's a crystal. 3 crystals down at an hour and 7 minutes.
Now, the flute doesn't really do anything for us right now because, you know, we don't have the hammer or the mitts to use the portals that the flute will get us to faster, and we don't have the mitts to get us into mire.
Yeah, there's no progression open there. It's just one of those things you hate to see it. And there's our mitts. I'm sorry, Drossi. Team Titans mitts.
Okay. Congratulations to those of you who guessed mitts.
Now we can wear our t-shirts around.
I was about to say, if the mitts are in Pod, then the hammer must be in Thieves Town. Oh, wait.
Well, if Hammer's in Pod 2, then Pod really was the play.
Yeah. But even just with the mitts, it's nice to get that extra portal. We can go to Mire area now. We can do Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, coupled with that flute, get some information on if we have all the medallions there. Plus Mire Shed and some other extra things that are, you know, maybe kind of lying on the outskirts right now. And the red cane. With
I'm gonna bet that we have Mire access because we do have 2 out of 3 medallions. We have the Mire big key. I'm betting that we can activate that flute and just go full clear Mire.
Hammer and Mire, maybe? Ooh.
That would be pretty bad.
That's what I was saying. You see that flute drop earlier, you think, oh no, we're Where am I gonna have to go now?
Yeah, it's nice that Mitch showed up right after the flute. Oh, and JP running low on keys. Remember, this is key sanity. There's no guarantee of finding keys in here.
Could be another reason why he was putting off pod for a little bit. It's a big key burn.
True. I mean, he'll have to hammer yump unless he finds a key in the rupee basement here.
And in retro, you're gonna go ahead and grab all those.
Yeah, if you need to start buying keys, you want to have those rupees. And he elects to set up hammer yump from the top rather than going around to set it up from the bottom. Oh, and Kiki runs away on Cool Papa Bell, and that's going to be an extra 10 rupees.
It hits differently when you know that's a whole arrow you can't shoot now.
But Cool Papa Bell's going to be getting... Oh, powder. He's going to be getting these mitts a whole lot sooner, relatively speaking, than JP, so he will have a much easier time routing from here on out.
All right, I have a new prediction. I'm gonna say hammer is on magic bat.
I'm not pulling that. That's an awful one, though, because you have to waste your portal for it.
So no hammer in Palace of Darkness, but he does pull those Titan's Mitts, which opens up quite a few more things. And as we saw just a few minutes ago, we've got a decent amount of bait going into Mire now. We found that red cane, found that flute, and those mitts. And we are 2 out of 3 medallions in pocket. So definitely think that's a smart place to start looking next.
And with this being key sanity, that is a full 8 checks we can do in there.
Plus you got some stuff scattered on the outside.
Right. We got Mire Shed and Checkerboard Cave. Well, like JP, Cool Papa Bell should find this Argus fight nice and easy with Tempered Sword.
JP's going so... Oh, might be grabbing some arrows.
Or keys.
Keys.
I wonder if he's going to do Ice Palace while he's in the neighborhood. Wouldn't totally surprise me. Oh! It was Cold Stare in Eastern, and Cool Papa Bell's never been to Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, he's a Sans Bombos there, so that's a shame. Hopefully there's not a hopefully there's not stuff down here in Mire, because he might be looking for the fire rod before he or might go searching for that Bombos, and he's gonna be stuck without that flute.
Right, I totally forgot which boss was where. Argus was in Thieves Town.
And we do have Ether, so we are granted entrance. Yeah, it's definitely rare you see a seed go this far and you don't see either ice rod or fire rod.
Yeah, at this rate, we might wind up in rod mode soon enough. Also, let's think about what big keys we need. Just TR and GT at this point, yes?
Yeah, that sounds... I'm checking the tracker down there. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Hello, SG2. Welcome, welcome.
Yes, now that you've finished watching SMZ3, welcome to just the Zelda part of that. And yes, for those of you just joining us, the kicker with this Retro Key Sanity Mystery Seed is that it was an Aga Seed for Dark World access, and one of the swords had to be gotten through a Take Any cave.
Not just any Take Any cave, but the Bonk Rocks northwest of Link's house.
So the runner's last locationed it, and we even had a runner who unfortunately forfeited because he just wasn't familiar enough with Retro.
Interesting. Cool Papa's not... Okay, well, he's grabbing the second side. I say JP picked up a good bit of cash, grabbing all these blue rupees.
And a loving riot shield.
It's the shield to match his golden mitts. JP knows how to accessorize.
Really got the flair going today.
Got a nice chunk of change there, 300 rupees.
Yet another silver 20.
And if you're just joining us over on JP's side, we are still in a hunt for where's that hammer? It's the next real major piece of progression we're missing.
And yeah, with no rods, there's no way you're doing spooky action glitch here.
It is interesting, though, that Cool Papa has had the Titan's mitts earlier with different things available, so be interested to see what he finds having access to this.
Like here in Super Bunny. Oh, the key's nice.
And who's our boss?
Oh no! Oh, we knew that was coming. Guess we need some rods. Hey, and there's our GT Big.
Inevitably, JP will make his way over there, but just interesting to see how it's shaken out a little differently. Yep, we are missing both the fire and the ice rod, and unfortunately, JP's going to have to make a little bit of a trip all the way back through Mire to get there. It is going to be required as it's a crystal. And a Bombos on Turtle Rock. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, so I was just going to say, interesting that JP decided to do this over Ice Palace. So he'll be able to open Turtle Rock, but we don't have the big key, and we don't have the Fire Rod for doing the Fire Locked side. Oh, Cool Papa Bell's going for for CAC Portal here. I wonder if he will backtrack to Graveyard Ledge and get Bombos there.
Oh, he's heading in the right direction.
Yeah, so goal is just the regular old... Well, we don't actually know what the entrance to GT requires unless Cool Papa Bell checked it while I wasn't looking. Did he check it?
I didn't see it. That was the same time we had the Trinex appearance.
Yeah, I mean, I can't fault him that, you know, so much has been going on this seed, and it's so messed with the runners' heads that I can't blame them if, you know, they didn't think to check GT entrance requirements. But now that we have that big key to Ganon's Tower, if it requires 3 crystals or less, JP could go in.
It's a harsh reality we haven't even been considering up to this point.
And of course, not having the hammer or the fire rod has got to make it kind of unpleasant, but, you know, with the big key, we can just go straight upstairs and leave the basement for later.
Glad to see Cool Papa grab that. Ooh, only 4.
So, if Ice Palace is a crystal, we could just do Ice Palace. Oh, never mind. No, we need the hammer for that. Shoot. I'm not used to being an hour 23 in and no hammer. Are we gonna do magic back here? Smith chain? Probably both. Oh,
yeah, I don't
no.
think it's...
Skull big chest.
I don't know. I'm feeling hammer on Magic Bat. It just feels like that kind of day. But with the crystal layout the way it is, I do not believe that the hammer can be in GT.
I mean, depends where the rods are.
Yeah, if Fire Rod is available somewhere, but we are going to get that Magic Bat check on Cool Papa Bell's side.
But it's also the case that we haven't found the Hera Big Key yet, so one of the crystals that we do have is out of logic.
Just some bombs.
I was about... I'm still not used to the whole not having the hammer. I was about to say, why haven't we done hammer pegs?
Fortunately, it's one place we know it can't be.
Yes, even if it's beatable only, we will need to beat pot at some point, so we will need that hammer.
interesting too. Cool Papa Bill is sticking to some overworld stuff, not taking that Bombos back to what he knows is Cold Stare. It does have his flute.
The thing, though, is, you know, half the chests in Ice Palace aren't hammer-locked.
Both of our runners here with purple chest en route.
Maybe? No. I'm thinking ice. So is JP.
It definitely makes sense. Even if you find the hammer in here, great, you can keep going, you can finish it. If you find the fire rod, that gives you that Skull Woods option. So ooh, almost simultaneous Bombos triggerings there.
In different ways. It would be kind of funny if you could trigger Bombos tablet with Bombos if you don't have the book.
It would certainly make sense canonically.
I mean, it's the same effect, right?
Yeah. Gonna see that icebreaker. Very nice. Right on the first attempt.
So that chest was out of logic without the hammer.
And it looks like Cool Papa is also thinking Ice Palace. And there it is.
Oh, there we go. You're not gonna go back and yeah. Thanks, JP. Yeah, you probably don't want to skip that check, and there's a free key.
Well, as much as I'd like to say that neatly ties this one up, we are still 2 rods short.
And a TR big key, unless TR is our third pendant. So we can definitely finish off ice now that we have that hammer. And we can finish off pod. And that will give us logical access to GT. And we are going to have to do GT at some point. This is defeat Ganon, not fast Ganon.
There's that Tower of Hera big key, though.
In logic without the hammer, even. So with 4 crystals to enter GT, that means that there's only 8 items worth of junk padding in GT, so there's a moderate chance of us finding something useful in there. Yeah, so the other thing to note is we don't know what kind of a boss shuffle it is. It could be chaos bosses, which means that, like, except for Skull Woods and Moldorm 2, every other boss is a Trinex.
Well, this is our second appearance of the Homostar King.
So we know it's not a simple boss shuffle. Okay, question in chat about junk logic, that for every crystal required to enter GT, we pad 2 items of junk, so that the further in the game GT is, the less likely it is to have anything useful, because a certain number of the checks are guaranteed to be junk. And if we need all 7 crystals, we pad 15 junk rather than 14, well, just because.
Taking that hammer, JP's gonna go head over, finish off Pod.
Assuming it's not a Trinex.
I'll see, you said it now. You've put it out there.
Yeah, I mean, we know, though, that Tower of Hera crystal is in logic, so one way or another, GT is in logic now. Except for Compass Room. And knowing JP, he can probably bomb jump and get around the fire rod use that way if he absolutely has to. So that'll be Cool Papa Bell's second crystal. Honestly, this race has gotten a lot more enjoyable now that they've actually found stuff to not make it miserable.
Oh, for sure. And even getting that second crystal at just an hour and 30, that's still pretty good considering where everything was.
Yeah, Cool Papa Bell just needs to go back and use that bombos on Coldster to get his flute.
And I don't believe we found anything useful in Mire, except for the disappointing knowledge that Trinex is required.
Well, maybe our pod boss will drop a rod, but no, at this point I'm thinking at least one, if not both rods are in GT.
Our second Argus here. Spins with the Tempered Sword, brings Argus down. Ooh, a big key hiding here too.
Oh no. Not what you really want to see with Green Pendant Swamp. So fun fact regarding rods and GT. The fall 2018 tournament, main tournament, was originally supposed to be 4-7 defeat Ganon. And so we were having some warm-up races with those settings for the daily here. And, the first one, Ice Rod, was in Moldorm 2 chest. and Turtle Rock was a crystal. And after that, people were like, we are not doing a whole tournament of 4-7.
Well, with that pod pickup, that's also the other 5-6 crystal. JP doing what he can to stay out of an early GT dip.
Well, 2 checks in the pyramid.
Talk about a jackpot. And with that, oh, sorry.
What were you saying?
Oh, no, we do. We have that Aga portal.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go the way the game intended.
Yeah, it feels like that was a seed before, like another seed ago.
Basically was.
I started to say it. I was like, oh, no, wait, that wasn't this one. And I saw a pendant on Skull Woods. So that, I believe that's the other one we were wondering about, right?
Sorry, what?
I saw a
my
pendant.
connection cuddling.
No, sorry, a pendant on Skull Woods.
Okay.
So that means we're going to be going all the way through Turtle Rock. That puts pendants at Desert, Swamp, and Skull.
And JP is climbing the mountain here.
Definitely makes sense.
For the 3rd time. So just to recap, we are looking for 2 rods and a Turtle Rock Big Key for Go mode.
And we did just find the Swamp Palace Big Key.
Yeah, so there are 8 more checks in Swamp Palace on top of everything else.
And the green pendant.
9. So yeah, you definitely want to open the TR portal and open TR here. I don't know how far down the rabbit hole you want to go, but you certainly want to get it open.
I think without the big key, I think this is... Without the big key and the... Oh, Fire Ride, he can't even get that far, so...
I mean, you can do Compass Chest, you can do Chain Chomp Chest, you can do Lava Chest, and you can do Mimic Cave.
Oh, that's right. Retro keys. See, I told you, this feels like 3 different seeds.
Okay, and Cool Papa Bell is going to do Cold Stare here. He will get his 4th crystal and his flute.
I'd imagine...
He hasn't...
Sorry,
go ahead. I was just going to say, he hasn't checked the GT sign as far as I know, so he doesn't know that he now has access to it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I would imagine to see him possibly making that play up the mountain next.
And I was also going to say, while you're up here, I think you also want to grab Hera Big Chest. I love how the animation for opening GT changes depending on how many crystals you need for it.
Shovel.
And for those of you tuning...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, for those of you just tuning in, we have checked PED. It was a compass, so it's dead. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that shovel is just another trip.
Yeah, at this point, well, I mean, at this point, after Mimic Cave, you either have to save and quit and climb the mountain again, or you have to walk all the way out. And yeah, then if you're saving and quitting anyway, do you do GT? Do you do something else?
Well, I think the problem is you're not just looking for it. It'd be different if it was even one thing, but you need the pair. So I feel like the GT dense checks. There's so many checks available right now.
And JP is gonna walk out, but oh no, I see. Mirror here, drop down, use the portal. Oh, slight mirror bonk. Good heads up play by him. I forgot that you could get out this way. So we go back up through Super Bunny. Grab some keys for good measure.
And cool
Do you
Papa.
remember?
Oh, sorry.
I was about to ask you, do you remember where Thieves' Big Key was? Because I'm noticing Cool Papa Bell doesn't have it yet.
Not off the top of my head. I do notice though that Cool Papa Bell's also missing Ether, which was our Meyer entrance.
Yeah, well, that was Catfish. Might be a bit before he gets there. But on some level for him, that's just as well, because he'd do the whole thing and then find Trinex.
Yeah, like I said earlier, the only good thing he got out of that dip was the fact that he knows he needs both rods.
Okay, so JP left a portal up here, so I guess he'll go up through Paradox Cave. And Cool Papa Bell is going into the belly of the beast.
I don't know, from what we've seen as JP's dug a little deeper, this could turn out to have something. 8 checks plus a green pendant, as we said earlier, so...
Well, for Cool Papa Bell, 10 checks, but we know the first 2 are junk. But yeah, it'll be nice to see these 2 runners doing different dungeons. We'll see which one pays off. Maybe both of them will pay off.
And I don't believe we went back and saw that Skullwood's big chest, did we?
JP did do it. It was junk.
Oh, okay. Getting our first couple checks here in Gannett's Tower.
Oh, we're doing tile room. Spicy.
It's like he remembers what it did to him earlier.
Okay, so nothing in compass chest. And Cool Papa's going left side.
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't a mode where you get that half swamp check.
And JP is not gonna break logic to get over to compass room. Makes sense. We know the fire rod can't be in compass room.
Could be the ice rod.
This is key room. Well, I hope we're good on keys for the rest of the game.
You can feel the tension. Either side of these could pull up big numbers. It's just the next check.
Yeah, you never know.
And that's it for left side swamp, not yielding anything.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Cool Papa Bell did get the swamp big key. Wasn't that the drop on the pod boss?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, but it was junk.
Indeed.
So on to rando room for JP. $18 hearts. For both runners, actually.
And we're down to just a few checks here in swamp as well.
Just got the boss and the green pendant turn in now. JP remembering to check the GT big chest. Something you usually only see in Key Sanity.
I'm getting bullied there a little bit. And Moldorm.
With only 3 eyes.
Only 3
Okay.
eyes.
Okay, that is our third Helmosaur, so this is Chaos bosses. I guess they now call it random bosses, but it'll always be Chaos bosses to me.
And a key, just a key, but we do get that green pendant. So, no doubt, Cool Papa's gonna rush to turn that green pendant in. As he's still looking for his ice rod and his fire rod, and his ether. We know that's on Catfish.
And his Thieves Town big key, wherever that might be, since I forget. Jeez, even with red mail, JP's lost half his hearts on this battle.
But down goes Helmosaur. Oh, and nothing on the green pendant turn in.
So So Swamp was a complete, total, and utter bust.
And so was GT.
Well, the basement, we can go upstairs, which is what JP's gonna do. He's skipping compass room since it's out of logic. Or maybe he doesn't feel comfortable doing the bomb jump. Wonder where silvers are in all this. That said, silvers are kind of inconvenient in Retro because they cost 50 rupees per arrow.
Well, after all those checks, JP certainly has the finance to back that. Cool Papa grabbing his ether. That's going to give him Meyer access, but there's nothing down there.
Oh, was Thieves' Big Key maybe King's Tomb? Except he must have done King's Tomb if he did Graveyard Ledge. It would be kind of odd to not do it.
Cool Papa did do King's Tomb. He may have the big key then. Do we know he doesn't?
I thought our tracker said at one point when he brought down his menu that he didn't have it. That was too fast for me, but he did just bring down his menu.
No, I see Captain in the chat there. Yeah, okay.
I mean, what else do we have? Oh, JP didn't go in and do Hera Big Chest because the time to have done that would have been before going upstairs in GT. You go outside and mirror, check Hera Big Chest, and then go back to the portal and then go upstairs because when you finish this, you're going to be on top of Pyramid. Oh. Yeah, chat's saying that Thieves' Big was here in Meyer. Oh yeah, this is annoying. You don't have the fire rod, so you have to do this the way the game intended. Sure does conserve magic, though.
There's your fire rod.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
a
not
Palace
the big key we wanted.
With a fire rod. So.
And JP's so flush with keys that he's not even gonna kill that helmet to get another key. But that just opened up 4 checks in the basement here. But, oh, vanilla Moldorm, non-vanilla number of eyes.
That's it for checks in Ganon's tower, but definitely what he was half of what he was looking for at least.
Well, a third.
Oh, that's right. We're still looking for that Turtle Rock big key.
Yeah, so that opens up 2 more checks in TR, 4 checks in GT basement. Does get us the back of Skull Woods. So Ped's now in logic, but we already know Ped's nothing.
Get 2 down on JP's side.
So now what do you do if you're JP? I'm afraid he's going to do all of Swamp.
I mean, if you're following density, it makes sense. We have the fortunate knowledge that that's not going to turn anything out, but JP doesn't know that.
To answer chat, as Cool Papa Bell's about to learn, there's a Trinex in the back of Misery Mire. So we definitely need Ice Rod.
Oh, this might be that Hera big chest play.
Yeah, well, I mean, combination of everything, right? 2 checks in Turtle Rock, there's Hera Big, there's 4 checks in GT Basement, and there's Spike Cave.
I was just about to ask. I don't think we've seen Spike Cave.
We have not. Oh, the runner command doesn't work, but yeah, please do give these runners a follow. They are putting on a they're really plugging away through this as we near the 2-hour mark. Cool Papa Bell's Twitch is just the same as what you see for his name with the 2282. JP's Twitch is what's in the brackets, Brewers Fan JP.
And this seed has not been kind to our runners. They have been putting on quite a performance to get the progression they have so far. To be making a game out of this.
And unfortunately, Cool Papa Bell froze up just a little bit, so we didn't get to see the look on his face when he saw the Trinex, but we can see that he mirrored out in a hurry.
There's a big key. Yep.
Oh no!
It had to be.
Of course, locked by the fire rod.
I'm gonna say I think we have every other big key, so there you go.
So we just have to hope it's not a vanilla Trinex, and at least we can get our 6th crystal here.
Hey, maybe ice rods along the way. Still got laser bridge.
Yeah, we have the big chest, we have Crystal Roller, Laser Bridge, and the boss, so that's, what, 7 checks?
Well, I won't hold my breath on the boss, because wouldn't be surprised if it was Trinex again.
Oh, we have the compass, so yes, we know it's 7 checks left because the compass says 5 out of 12. Oh, and Cool Papa Bell's going to give us our first look at Hera Big.
Oh, and just a key.
So welcome to Ice Rod Hunt mode. Not like we've never seen this before.
We are going to get our first look at Spike Cave over here on Cool Papa's side.
Yeah, Cool Papa just has to remember that GT doesn't necessarily require 7 crystals.
Buttersword.
And hey, with 18 hearts, you can totally cheese Spike Cave and not have to actually use any magic. Cool Papa's thinking what he wants to do next. Well, if the ice rod is at the bottom of the laser bridge, well, that's exactly where it always is.
One check left. Oh. Taking a little bit of a dive there. But we're back. What's in this last chest? Just a compass. Well, we don't know what the boss is. We don't know what the boss here is, so there's a good chance it's completable.
I mean, there's a 90% chance it's completable since it's Chaos bosses, so it's equally likely to be anything. And thanks for the raid, Iron Rusty, and welcome to everyone joining us from there.
And cold stare, so we are going to get a look at what this last item is. This cold stare is not playing quite as nice as the first one did, but nonetheless, JP does a good job taking him down. Just a piece of heart, though.
So, I mean, you gotta do Compass Room in GT Basement, and then probably, you know, Hera Big Chest and Spike Cave, which we know aren't gonna give progression. And then it's just a whole lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, we've still got the boss of Skullwoods we haven't seen yet.
Right,
Boss of Desert Palace, we just got that big key for.
And accordingly, the big chest of Desert, and there's that other chest in the back of Skullwoods. We have Thievestown big chest because we didn't have the hammer when we went through there.
And a mushroom.
Oh no!
So just one of our rods was up there in GT. We did find the fire rod up top in the mini Helmosaur room.
And we were able to get our 6th crystal while we were up there.
And checking this big chest here makes absolute perfect sense, so...
Oh yeah, we just happen to know it's not anything.
Yeah, these last couple locations are, let's just say less than ideal. And JP picking up his butter sword. And Cool Papa's going to be clearing out Mimic Cave. Cool Papa Bell's still on the hunt for Fire Rod on his side. He has yet to be in Ganon's tower yet.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because he's been so close but doesn't realize he could open it if he walked up to it.
Yeah, he does have all 4 crystals required.
And he went into Turtle Rock, he went into Tower of Hera, he was so in the neighborhood. He didn't even need to check the sign, simply walking by the entrance would have opened the tower.
And just a key on that mushroom trade-in, so...
You know, it's too bad JP didn't pick up that piece of heart that Zora dropped, because he's never gonna get the 20-heart dream now. Okay, so Cool Papa Bell clearly doesn't realize... Okay, where's he gonna flute to? Oh, he's gonna do Thieves. Yeah, he doesn't realize he can get into GT. Or even that it's possible for him to be able to get into GT.
That's been the theme of this seed since the get-go. If you're joining us late, we've had quite a run of technicalities tonight. In the beginning, we had our runners were locked searching for a second sword, as the only access to the Dark World was through Aga, and that sword was in a Pick Any cave. It's dangerous to go it alone indeed. Oh, we are seeing the swamp play here from JP, so this is going to be a time sink for him.
Yeah. Oh, so Cool Papa Bell never did get the Thieves Town big, so I guess it wasn't in Mire? Where the heck was that Thieves big?
I'm racking my brain trying to think of where it was.
Yeah, as we're well past the 2-hour mark, I honestly don't remember where it was. But yeah, once JP finishes here, I mean, there are 2 checks in Desert, there's 2 checks in Skullwoods, there's the Thieves' Big Chest. Is there anything else we haven't seen?
Was it the lumberjack key? That's what it was.
Oh! That is what it was. Does he not remember that he never did lumberjack? Oh my, I wish I knew what his tracker was looking like right now, but it looks like he's going towards lumberjack now.
He felt it, maybe. Felt it in the ether.
There we go. Now he's... Oh, come on! Pull out your mirror! Come on, did you forget lumberjack? Like, forgetting GT is one thing, I can see that. Forgetting lumberjack, though?
In an Aga seed, no less. Cool Papa Bell's thinking, he's right there.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have a tracker on his stream, so I can't see if he's been tracking, if he might have mismarked lumberjack or anything.
Yeah, this has been a seed of ow, that hurts, so it's just hopefully he remembers.
And I absolutely can't blame JP for this play. It's 9 checks, and as far as we know, he only has 5 other checks in the entire rest of Hyrule that he hasn't done, so it's clearly the most dense location. We just know it's garbage. No, Papa, what are you doing? Oh, have we not seen hammer pegs?
We've not seen hammer pegs. Ooh.
That's not going to do anything for us. On some level, Cool Papa Bell knows it's not going to do anything for us because he knows what the medallion requirements are, but he got it anyway.
Complete the set.
Come on, Papa, you were just there. Lumberjack.
Yes, as our tracker captain MD is pointing out, at this rate, it's going to be literally the last check of the game.
Yeah, so JP, of course, has to turn in the green pendant now.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming down to either of those checks for the big key. We have Desert Palace Big Chest and Lamo, or we have the big key chest in Thieves Town. I'm not sure there's too much left, if anything.
And Skullwoods. But he's going to do Desert.
It looks like Cool Papa might be taking the climb. Hopefully going to be checking the Ganon's Tower requirement. It's blue, but it's not what we're looking for.
So, Lanmos? And we still haven't seen the silvers either. Though for all we know, those are on Trinex.
I mean, at this point, I'm honestly hoping for just a full clear. You're so close. Only a few checks away.
Well, we're not going to literally see 216 because, you know, he didn't pull Ped and he didn't pick up the love lesson from Zora, that sort of stuff. Wow, he didn't even bother picking up the key there. He's just like, keys, who needs keys? I got money. I can buy keys. Fun fact, in Season 2 of the ALTTP... Oh, maybe he heard me. In Season 2 of the ALTTPR League, we had some race where someone had a 214 collection rate.
We've got our first showing of the Armos Knights. And it's turning up nothing. Just a piece of heart.
Not even picking up the pendant to save time. Cool Papa Bell's not going to go right there. We know that, you know, you can save yourself quite a bit of time if you do that bomb jump, but it is a very tricky room to do that way, so I don't blame the runners for not doing it.
Well, it makes sense. 2 versus 1. 2 items in Skull Woods left. Only 1 in the big chest of Thieves Town.
As Cool Papa Bell stocks up on keys.
I also think that the GT climb is where JP made a lot of his extra money he's got lying around. As he's been at 1,200, 1,400 rupees for a while now. So we'll see Cool Papa Bell catch up on the money count.
Yeah, there was a lot of money in GT Basement.
Again, blue.
Remember, this is friendly mystery settings.
I think maybe instead of parentheses, they should be quotation marks. Mystery, quote, friendly. See. Yes, McAlmasaurs. He was red and yellow. How could you not think that? Oh, and Vitreous making his debut tonight.
Slightly cramped quarters and not great with the moving floor, though goodness knows we have enough health.
Well, no poisonous goop to worry about.
Yeah.
All right, what's on here? What's on Vitreous? Is it an ice rod? Yes.
And at 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 56 seconds, Brewers fan JP is in go mode. So now the question is, will he get the silvers on Trinex, or are the silvers just going to be abandoned forever in Thieves Town Big Chest?
And JP taking that ice rod straight into Meyer. Gonna be cleaning up his 7th crystal here as he takes on Trinex. And over on Cool Papa's side, we have the McAlmasaur.
Ice McAlmasaur, no less. But hey, just 2 swings with that butter sword.
Nicely done. Taking that Helmosaur King down. Gonna be getting some more checks here as he wraps up the basement. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be what he's looking for. But he's on the right track to finding that fire rod, which is kind of the beginning of the end of the sequence here. This fire rod is going to get you...
But you have to do tile room first, let's be real.
And I think this all could have been avoided if somebody else besides besides Trinex would have shown up down here.
Yeah, since it's Chaos Bosses, we didn't even have to have a Trinex. Like, we haven't seen Blind or Moth or Landmo. Nice to have the butter sort, though, here.
Well, just like that, he's done using the ice rod that he spent all that time looking for.
Oh, and Cool Papa Bell is gonna try for the bomb jump here. This is a tough bomb jump. And then you have to immediately fall in the pit, respawn at the top, light the other 3 torches with your lamp, no less,
Ooh.
and get grabbed by a wall master.
And good choice on Cool Papa Bell's side. He's deciding to go up now instead. And no silvers. So I guess, I don't know. I don't know what else we could be thinking that silvers have to be in the Thieves' Town big chest.
Well, Ganon's probably gonna say, did you find the silver arrows in Thieves' Town? And there's phase 2 for us. We do have a blue potion, so I'm not exactly worried about JP's health. Yup. We knew it. I think that's 6. And this is 7. 4 more to go. Next one does it. And get your GGs in for Brewers fan JP, who somehow stuck out this seed.
Well-deserved GGs indeed.
And he will cross that bridge at 2:23:49. Let's see if he's willing to interview after all that.
Well, that was fun, right?
For some definition of fun. You know the old joke about the guy who keeps hitting his hand with a hammer, and someone asks him, why do you keep hitting your hand with a hammer? And he says, because it feels so good when I stop.
Cool Papa Bell about to be rewarded with his fire rod. And while we kind of get these details wrapped up here at the end, please, if you have not already, make sure you give all these runners a follow. They have been putting on a great race tonight, putting up with quite terrible conditions. So these are some awesome runners, and they definitely put on some entertaining stuff on their channel. So go ahead and give them a follow. Check them out.
And we are joined by Brewers fan JP. GG, you probably didn't realize what you were getting into with this seed.
You know, it says mystery but friendly, and I don't know that was.
We were wondering that too.
I mean, Retro's not bad. Defeat Ganon 7 Crystals, okay. Boss Shuffle, fine. But, I mean, wow. It wasn't even just the Dark World access, it was just everything that happened after that.
Yes, the Dark World access was the tip of the iceberg, and really heads up on your part, because at the beginning when you started going into these random entrances, I was like, what's he doing? Does he think this might be an entrance rando? And then as soon as you got into the first Take Any, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew the Take Any's could be in logic for a sword, so I knew that was a possibility. I didn't think it would actually happen, and I almost forgot about that one spot where the sword ended up being.
Yeah, we noticed you paused before you went there, but you still found it faster than anyone else.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was kind of like, whatever, it's like, I figured I was gonna get somebody, and it looks like at least it got one person at least.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. He just, he said it was his third ever retro seed, and so he just didn't know all the stuff. And yeah, Cool Papa Bell's forfeiting. I guess he decided 2.5 hours was enough.
I don't blame him.
So let's see if we can get him in here as well. But yeah, I guess trying to remember back to earlier, one question I had for you was, what did you have against Pod?
I was just hoping to find the hammer before I went there. That's all. That's all it really came down to. And I don't remember how long it took. I mean, I did my Dark World loop, and then decided to go grab that mirror because I knew that would help me on Death Mountain. Did Death Mountain, which I don't think got me anything. And then, yeah, I did Pod. Pod was among my last checks. It was just mostly I wanted to get a hammer. That's it. That was all it came down to.
Little did you know that there was a forced double dip of Pod.
Yeah. I had a lot of last locations. Last location, the gloves or the mitts. Last location, the basically last location, the hammer. And then
hey, silvers were the one check you didn't do.
2 checks. I had 2 checks left. I had that in hammer.
Oh, right. You're right. We saw it on Cool Papa Bell's side. We didn't see it on yours, so we knew that the silvers weren't there.
Yeah, that was the the 2 checks I didn't do. One of them was silvers. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, the Ganon fight looked pretty straightforward for you after all that. I mean,
Yep. Yeah, it was fine. Standard silverless Ganon. Would have been nice to have a little bit of an easier fight to finish that, but wasn't gonna get that either.
yeah. And you certainly had enough money to afford silvers, because until GT turned up all those rupees, I was a bit worried about, well, what if they find silvers and can't afford them?
Yeah, that's always a concern, in retro. You got to keep your rupee counts up, so that happens.
Oh, and seeing Cool Papa Bell in chat, I do have one question for you there in chat. Did you not mark Lumberjack? Because when you were frozen, Thievestown Big Key was in Lumberjack, and you were right there, and you didn't go there. And we were wondering. Yeah, JP, you obviously remembered that, but because you hadn't been to Pod, you didn't have any good way back to the portal.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward routing to start, just because it took so long to get either the second glove or the hammer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was all Pod.
Yeah.
But at least in the process, you got like Bombos and Ether and didn't then have to go looking for those later.
Yeah, I did pick up some good stuff in looking. Like you said, Bombos neat there. Bombos ensured that when I went back to Eastern, I didn't have to worry about going back in there. Ether, I think Ether was for Meyer, so yeah, that was good as well.
Yeah, no, it worked. Right, it worked out well with the cold stare and everything.
Yeah. Then I found, of course, there was I thought it was going to be just a full boss shuffle, and then I saw my third Helmasaur. I'm like, okay, this is Chaos Boss, which made me a little worried. That was it. I don't know the last time I did a Helmasaur in ice fights. So it's trickier than it looks.
Yeah, no, it looked pretty tricky. Honestly, though, I thought the trickiest Helmasaur was the one in Power of Hera, because both of you were down to your last bomb getting his mask off after taking a fall.
Yeah, at first I wanted to just go for like the damage stretch just to make sure I was getting the bombs, and then after my first bomb I fell. I'm like, that's not gonna work. So I took it very slowly, making sure like to follow his movements and wait for him to stop. And then if he was over the hole, I did not throw the bomb because I know when he's over the hole, it doesn't always register that hit.
Yeah, no, I mean you played it very conservative there after your fall, and that was definitely the right call since you were on your last bomb.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably wrap here.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late. I did not expect that to go basically 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, there's your lovely 203 collection rate.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't even higher. So huge thanks to our runners for sticking through this friendly seed for some definition of friendly. Please give them a follow. Thanks also to our tracker, Captain MD13. And 329th in line, great to be working with you again.
Drossi, always enjoyable to calm a seed together, and one like this just makes it even more fun.
Absolutely. Definitely stories from this seed.
Oh, for sure. But GG's, JP, and everybody else who ran tonight, really a lot to put up with. That was great, guys.
Yeah, thanks for the comms and tracking as well.
Not surprisingly, this is the last thing on the schedule tonight, but if you want to see more stuff on speed gaming, at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon, which is really today afternoon since it's after midnight, we will be seeing a run of Cars glitchless on the main speed gaming channel. Our ALTTP daily race will be tomorrow at 2 p.m., more European-friendly time. That'll be a regular open race, and that'll be on Speed Gaming 2. And then at 4:10 on Speed Gaming Main, we will have the first race of the ALTTPR League Open League Finals between Upstavara Southnisht and Boomer Friendly. So definitely tune in. It has been a long season, and we're down to 2 open teams and 2 invitational teams, so should be a great set of finals this week. And I think that'll do it for us here. So again, thanks everyone for watching, and go get some sleep.
Yes, indeed. Have a great night, and thanks so much to our runners for putting on an awesome performance tonight.